Hello, my name is Andrew Fitzgerald, and this is going to be my accounting presentation, going along with, of course, my accounting paper. When researching certain accounting issues, I found the number one issue that stuck out to me, of course, was that we have a shortage in accountants themselves. Um, of course, when talking about accounting, you need accountants. Accounting is super, super important for any business, for any person. I might add. I mean, accounting is a huge part of any business, any person's financial situation. You need accountants. You need someone to look over these books. You need someone to do the work. Do the hard work. So let's continue on here. So the we have a shortage in accountants. So it says 75% of CPAs have reached retirement eligibility. Now this doesn't mean they're exactly retired, but it does mean they can call it at any time they want to do it. And they want to stop working. And I believe the stat there, I think that was in 2021. I got that stat from. So that percentage probably only goes up from there. Who knows how many are at this very moment in time are retired or eligible for retirement. It also says there's a 33% decline in first-time candidates taking the National Certified Public Accountant exam, or the CPA exam. Really, if I can kind of get personal here, I'm not a huge fan of accounting. I've taken 2 accounting classes here at Cape Fear, and it's important. I'm not denying that at all. It's important, and it's just a lot of numbers. It's a lot of numbers. It can be kind of difficult work deciding, what's accounts payable, accounts receivable, the whole 9 yards. So it's not necessarily up my alley. I think a lot of people in my generation can kind of say the same thing about accounting. It's a lot. It's not exactly a fascinating life either. Maybe it's rewarding. Maybe you can get paid so much money being an accountant, but it also, I know that it kind of just depends. It depends on the firm you're with, how many books you look over, how good you are as an accountant to begin with. But I think the 33% decline in first timers is because I think my generation isn't as inspired to be accountants as probably past generations. So I think that's a pretty big deal. It says many accountants leave the field to explore other career options where they can have a deeper sense of purpose and impact. That's from Techstone.com. And that's kind of what I was saying. A lot of it's not a fascinating life. It can be a little bit boring to look over numbers all day. I know it's not really up my alley. I'm sure there's a lot more if you feel the same way as I do on that. Since we only have around 672,000 licensed CPAs currently, and I'm thinking of the whole United States, that's not a lot. I mean, not a lot at all. So let's go to the next slide. I guess I was gonna say it anyways. This is what can we do to fix this? So first of all, we need to change the culture. We need to make accounting sound better. I mean, I know before I even got to take accounting classes, I got kind of a little bit nervous just because I kind of knew accounting was numbers. It was boring. It's even hard to do. I think if we can, for one, make it a little bit easier on these newcomers, make it sound a lot better, if we can highlight the good parts of accounting, I think you have a lot more eyes and ears wandering over and saying, what is this? Especially people who are math heads, like people who love to do math. I think it'd be a perfect field for them. So, yeah, like I said, sell the new generation on accounting. Sell these newcomers on the great things about it. It says technology makes accounting so much easier, and that's so true, and it's only getting better from here. I mean, technology is only growing from here. There's so many opportunities in the future, I believe, in the present too, to make accounting better along with this technology. I know AI can really change the game as long as it's ethical, as long as it's legal. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but I think it can change the game for sure. It says the pay can be very rewarding depending on how good you become and how many books you watch over. This accounting is a necessary part of the business and finance world. And in closing, I couldn't agree more on those. Looking over this article, I think there needs to be a change in culture, like I said. I think there needs to be a change in how we react to accounting. It's very, very important. It can be very, 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 very rewarding. Probably one of the most rewarding jobs, financially at least. And, you can also do it remotely. You can look over books of accounting and, anywhere you want to go. Say you want to go on vacation, you can do that at any time, pretty much. I know accounting season might get, or tax season, excuse me, tax season might be a little tough, but I mean, you're able to be pretty flexible with your hours, especially because of this new technology. And I do believe in the coming years, I think accounting will lighten up a little bit with this new technology and just how we are evolving over time. I think it will get better. And so I think this is an issue that's currently getting better. But like I said here, the first bot, change the culture. That's the number one thing we need to do. Accounting can be difficult, but I believe it can be a whole lot easier in the coming years. So thank you so much for watching.